In today's video, I'm going to be going over how you can AFK floor 6 boss from start to finish, solo, and actually do it without hitting any mob once or being at your computer. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing. I'm doing a 50-player Hunger Games event. If you are interested, join link. The link is in the description. It goes to my Discord server. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So you want to AFK floor 6 boss. Floor 6 is one of the hardest floors out there for a multitude of reasons. There is just so much things to it that makes it difficult to do. In floor 6, there's 3 stages: Terracotta, Giants, and Sadan. Each one has their own unique thing that if we want to AFK, we have to accomplish in order to actually survive. And there's really 3 main issues that we need to do in order to actually AFK. First one, we need to be able to do enough damage to actually kill them. We need to be able to kill the mobs, otherwise we're just sitting there AFK doing absolutely nothing the entire time. Then, we need to find a way to first survive. If you can't survive, you ain't gonna kill them anyways. And last but not least, we need some sort of way to regenerate HP somewhat reasonably, so in case you get hit, you're gonna be able to regenerate before they absolutely kill you. First thing we do is figure out how to survive the terracotta phase. Now, here is personally what I'm going to be using. I'm using 3/4 Goldor. It's all last in 5. It's basically all maxed out for this floor. Goldor armor, 3/4 gold armor with Reaper masks gives the most HP, with some also bonus healing, because this one deals or gets 2 times healing from all other sources. So now we have the armor. Now I recommend choosing between 2 pets, whichever one is easiest for you. Either you're going to want to go with blue whale or turtle. Both of these are very good pets. They give basically the same HP. However, it just depends on what you actually need. So I'm going to be using turtle pet, but that's for a specific reason I'll go over later. So we now have the armor that we're going to do in order to survive. However, how are we going to be able to survive terracotta still? Because we need to have some healing. Well, when we get into the run, we're going to want to place down your flux. Now, there's mana flux, power flux, overflux, whatever the thing is. Mana flux lasts for 30 seconds. It gives all those buffs. Overflux, power flux lasts for 60 seconds or a full minute, giving them all those buffs. Now, the last thing I'm going to do to actually have regen, right before I go into the floor 6 boss, I'm going to drink a regen 7 potion. We need to regen as much as we possibly can. That's all the things we need to do to heal. But how are we going to actually kill the bosses? The only thing I'm going to be doing for sake of use is going to be Necromancy Summons. Now, Necromancy Summons is so big. The reason for it being is you can summon in a bunch of mobs. You're going to want to summon in admin souls. Admin souls are super strong, and they deal a crap ton of damage. So each one of your admins is going to be able to do around 225,000 damage, as we can see right here. 225,000 damage. If I hit this guy, 225,000 damage. So these guys pack a punch, and you're going to be able to summon in. I'm going to be summoning in 2 for sake of use. However, you actually can summon in 4 if you have enough mana to do so. How this is possible is because of the Giant Reaper mask. It allows you to store and summon an additional 2 souls in their necromancy weapon. Basically speaking, what this means is you can summon 4 souls instead of 2 inside a necromancer sword, which is super nice. With Reaper sights, you can get even more, but I'm just going to be using 2 for the sake of this. That is enough damage to kill the mob. Other ways to do damage include, for pets, there's only 2 viable options: Snowman and Bow. Skeleton pets do nothing, but you're either going to want the Bow pet or the Snowman pet, as both of these are able to do a pretty good amount of damage inside of dungeons. For armor itself, Thorns isn't going to cut it here, so what you can do is either run Frozen Blaze. I don't really recommend doing it, but you can. Issue is you're not going to get nearly as much HP running Frozen Blaze as Goldor, but if you wanted to, you could, as it would help take away the mob's HP very fast. So that's all the equipment we're going to actually need to do this effectively. Once again, to clarify, we are going to have 3/4 Goldor armor, 100% maxed out with a Giant Reaper mask. Once we get in, we're going to place down ourselves a mana flux, and then we're going to have our summoned mobs absolutely tear the giants to shreds. Also, it'll only attack mobs that attack you. Now, this isn't too big of an issue, as almost all of the mobs inside of there, if you're standing in the right spot, will hit you at least once. So I'm actually going to a run and actually show you how this works. I'm going to be AFKing through all of it. I'm going to speed it up because this took me around 22 minutes to fully AFK the boss, which is a very long amount of time. And it's not really practical in any scenario whatsoever to AFK. The only thing I could maybe think of is if you're semi-AFKing, and by that I mean you're standing in a corner and holding Juju Shortbow or Terminator and watching everything die. But I did actually fully AFK floor 6, so I'm going to get into the footage right now. Alright, so as you guys saw, that took me 22 minutes to fully AFK, and I was moving around for part of it. That was mostly because I didn't know if you can get AFK kicked in dungeons. I didn't really want to find out, and because I was really bored watching my summon mobs just hit and hit and hit for 23 minutes straight. But the point is, it is possible to do. I literally did it. Now, if you're having any issue doing this, it's I don't know why you'd want to do this, there's no point. But there's a few things you can do if you don't want to be fully AFK, only semi-AFK. If you're cool with being semi-AFK, then this makes everything 8 million times easier. For example, in order to tank boss, all you have to do is every 7 seconds hit a Wand of Restoration, and you regenerate enough health with the Mana Flux Orb and your armor to just never die. And then for actually killing stuff, you just take your Juju Shortbow or your Terminator and you just go haha pew, and just stand still and hold down right click and do something else. So, if you're having issue doing this, just do it semi-AFK. But as we proved, I can actually do this AFK. I proved how to do it. I showed the setup. I showed me doing it. Now this video is a bit different, but please consider subscribing. And thanks so much for watching this far if you're actually here. Comment pineapple, and if you comment pineapple, I'll give you like, I don't know, a mill. I'll give you a cookie. How about that? Yeah, scratch the mill. I'll give you a cookie, alright? Either way, without further ado, peace out.